They say history is written by the victors. But what about the ones who vanished without a trace? What if I told you there are entire cities, once thriving with life, now swallowed by jungles, deserts, and time itself? Today, we're diving into the mysteries of lost civilizations, ancient cities that were once booming with life but somehow disappeared from history. From Colombia's lost city to the enigmatic Nazca lines, we'll uncover forgotten metropolises, hidden relics, and civilizations so advanced they leave scientists speechless. Were they destroyed? Abandoned? Or is there something we're not being told? Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll question everything you thought you knew about history. For centuries, explorers have stumbled upon impossible ruined structures too advanced for their time, cities built in unreachable locations, and artifacts that shouldn't exist. Some believe these were simply abandoned, but others suspect a deeper mystery. Why were these civilizations wiped off the map? What secrets did they hold that were so dangerous they had to be buried, sometimes literally beneath mountains and forests? Let's start with one of the oldest and most mysterious lost cities in the world, hidden deep in the jungles of Colombia. The lost city of Tayuna, Colombia. Imagine hiking for days through an unforgiving jungle, mosquitoes biting, humidity suffocating, every step a challenge. But at the end of it, a hidden world. That's Tayuna, better known as the Lost City of Colombia. Built over 1,300 years ago, it predates Machu Picchu by at least 6 centuries. For hundreds of years, it was forgotten until treasure hunters stumbled upon stone terraces in the 1970s. What they found shook the world: over 250 stone terraces carved into the mountains. Complex irrigation systems still functional today. A city designed for thousands of people, yet completely wiped off history books. Why? Some say European colonizers wiped them out. Others believe they left voluntarily, protecting secrets we were never meant to uncover. And this isn't the only lost city hiding in plain sight. 2. Sigiriya, the sky fortress of Sri Lanka. Now imagine a fortress in the sky, rising from the middle of the jungle, a place where a king defied nature. That's Sigiriya, an ancient city built on top of a giant rock in Sri Lanka. The legend? A paranoid king named Kashyapa built it to protect himself after murdering his father. He feared revenge so much, he created a massive palace on top of a 200-meter rock. Giant lion paws carved into the entrance. A mirror wall so polished, he could see his own reflection. But one day, he mysteriously vanished. His fortress? Abandoned. Why? Some say his enemies got him. Others believe he built it to guard something. And when it was no longer safe, they took it with them. And speaking of massive, unexplained carvings, 3. The Buddha of Xiaoshui, China's hidden monument. We all know about the giant Buddha of Leshan. But did you know China has another massive Buddha hidden away for centuries? In 2001, during routine land inspections, the Xiaoshui Buddha was found, his face still buried under layers of jungle. He's the biggest carved Buddha in the world, yet nobody knows who built him or why construction stopped. Theories: an ancient civilization tried to create something divine, but failed, a forgotten kingdom erased from history? Or was this a message meant for us, hidden in time? But if you think this is strange, wait until you see a city the Incas built in the clouds. 4. Machu Picchu, the city above the clouds. Sitting at nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, Machu Picchu is a marvel of engineering. No cement, no mortar, just perfectly fitted stones, locked together so tightly, not even a blade of grass can fit between them. But here's the twist: the Incas never wrote about it. There's no record of its purpose. Some say it was a royal estate. Others believe it was an astronomical observatory. But then there's a darker theory: the Spanish never found it, meaning the Incas abandoned it before they arrived. It was built on sacred land, possibly for rituals. Some claim it was a refuge for survivors of something catastrophic. Which one do you believe? Now, let's travel to a lost city that wasn't just hidden, but erased from history. 5. Petra, the city of stone, hidden behind towering canyon walls in Jordan. Petra was once a thriving trade hub. but then overnight it was deserted. How does an entire city just disappear? Some say an earthquake destroyed it. Others claim trade routes changed, leaving it to rot. But some believe it was hidden on purpose to protect secrets lost to time. It took explorers centuries to rediscover Petra. And speaking of lost wonders, 6. The Nazca Lines, messages from the past? Now, let's talk about one of the biggest mysteries in the world, the Nazca Lines. Hundreds of giant figures etched into the Peruvian desert. Some stretch for miles, only visible from the sky. Perfect geometric patterns, animals, and humanoid figures. How did an ancient civilization create something only modern aircrafts can see? Some say they're religious symbols. Others believe they're messages to the gods. And then there's the astronaut, a humanoid figure carved into the desert with a giant helmet. Coincidence? Or proof that something visited them? Now, before we wrap up, here's one last lost world that shouldn't exist. For years, people believed the Amazon rainforest was untouched. But recently, archaeologists discovered entire lost cities hidden beneath the trees. Massive roads, pyramids, and geometric formations. Built by a civilization no one ever knew existed. So advanced, they created an artificial soil that still grows crops today. Why did they disappear? What were they hiding? And how many more lost cities are waiting to be found? From the depths of the jungle to the heights of the Andes, lost civilizations defy what we think we know about history. Were they just abandoned? Or were they erased, hidden from us for a reason? One thing's for sure, history isn't just written in books, it's waiting to be uncovered. Subscribe for more mind-blowing mysteries from around the world.